Alright, real life.
Oh god, what is this map?
We've done a test round on this before,
Oh yeah, this one.
but we haven't actually done a proper attempt on it, I think.
Can't remember now, to be honest. I think we might have, but it gets really hard towards the end.
Yeah,
There's
but we're
not
good
really
at the
any-
game now. Well, not anymore.
I don't know, it's not like going away from it for like 10 years.
Yeah.
Oh, Sylvester's streaming. What's the price?
Wow.
Ooh.
Alright, yeah, oh, I need to make splits. Yeah, that's what I need to make. Proper splits. Template. Splits. This is called asbestos. Six splits mass. Are we ready?
Yeah.
And I am sorry.
Play. Next wave in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6,
Kind of hear myself.
5, 4,
Or
3,
the game
2,
twice.
1.
Is that better now?
Yeah, it should be.
No, everything's very quiet. Okay, ignore what I said about being rusty. Jesus Christ. When you're just playing a strategy, like not strategy, I don't know what tanks would be. First person shooter tank game thing? A
Yeah.
lot different than playing a first person actual shooter.
I cannot find anything. There's one. I got one.
That's surprising. God, I really don't remember this map at all. Alien.
Die.
I think this might be the map that we were trying the link gun strat on. Die already.
We need to find a place to lure them because there's a demon on this map.
Oh my god, I can't hit him. Die already.
Yeah, I see one more yellow dot on my map.
Yeah.
Next wave in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Do you think that little pool area with the rocket launcher in it would be a good place to lure them to?
The only problem with that is they can come down from the top.
Right.
I think. Anyway.
Yeah, we would need to lure them to the bottom and then like Kill them from the top.
How much I love the shield thing. I think last time we ended up going in that like other multi-floored room. I don't know how to explain this about the lightning. No. Actually, the lightning gun room is actually not a bad choice.
Big room?
The lightning gun is.
Lightning gun.
See the lightning gun or
the green laser gun or like the sniper rifle?
no, the sniper rifle.
Okay, I'll see if I can find it because I don't have it yet.
It's on the set. It's like on the. I don't know how to explain.
I found it. Oh yeah, that might be a good one.
The only point of coming up is the elevator at the back. It's not the same, not as bad as having a whole open.
But these guys suck at using elevators, right? Yes, they do. What the hell is all that down there?
I need to go find a flat gun. I don't even know what that is.
Next wave in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6,
Gun is down
5,
that
4,
elevator.
3, 2,
Redeemer.
1.
Nice.
Oh yeah, I got it.
Hello, Gaming Master Lieutenant. Thank you. Have you got a shock rifle?
Yeah, I think it's underneath the lightning gun if you go down the elevator, I think.
Okay.
No, I'm there right now. Where is it?
I don't have a link on either, but that's over there. Guessing that the shock rifle will be very subscriber.
Oh, so you can't remember.
The shock rifle is like my worst weapon. Ah, here it is. So, it's not a big loss if I don't have it.
I'm glad this map's a bit open though.
Yeah, I think it's time. So use that beamer if you see an opportunity, I guess, to clean up stuff at once.
Yeah, I should have used it in there. I didn't realize there's so many enemies.
It's all spread out anyway. Down the elevator shaft like that.
One more.
Next wave in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4,
Damn, picking up the
3,
beamer.
2, 1.
I'm also putting my retreats located by the redeemer, so like don't hang around in that area too long if there are enemies there. Please.
Yeah, I put them.
Why do these stupid flies just like eat my bullets? Start luring them to the sniper area, maybe?
Two of them won't be able to get back.
I hit yeah, this one.
Next wave in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I still have the Redeemer, so you can grab it. I'm not sure.
No, I've still got mine as well.
Ah, okay.
Which means we could probably use it twice in this round.
Yeah, just use for that. But yeah, we could. Just 90-second round, yes. Ooh, good damage.
Yeah, it's 8-3, isn't it?
This is wave 5.
Look how much health there is in this map.
Yeah, that's not an issue. I start luring them to the thing. That's sad, I don't know how to get there. Sorry. Yeah. No. Okay, yeah, this way.
Oh, get off the bloody platform, you idiot. Oh no. Oh no.
Yeah, I got a big group with one of my demons.
My demon just disappeared.
Ah, they shot it.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I can shoot the...
Really? I didn't know that was a thing.
They can shoot the missile and
So I basically jumped into the elevator, looked up, ran out of ammo on the platform, and then it switched to that.
Next wave in
So I fired the bolt up in the elevator as I was going down, and I was like, oh god, oh god, oh god.
6,
And it didn't explode.
5,
I was so
4,
confused.
Alright,
3,
yeah, they shot
2,
it.
1.
I grabbed the new one, so you don't have to go looking for it.
Adrenaline full.
Overrep, subscribe to tier 1 and the subscription sound volume is still way too low. Or maybe the game is too loud, I don't know. But thank you, Overrep. And you say nothing, but it is for 51 months. That is impressive. The game is very loud, okay. Then I'll have to adjust that in a bit.
It might be actually your voice, I don't know.
That is not loud at all, but okay.
Yeah, your voice, it might just be your voice instead. Actually, that kind of makes
okay,
sense.
I'll have to adjust it to OBS.
Yeah. I haven't changed any of my settings, and you said that you could hear it through you could hear the game,
Yeah,
so...
you do sound good. I guess my microphone might be quiet. Can you hear Jamie?
Yeah, how loud am I compared to him? I pressed X, that's not good.
Yes, okay, so my microphone is quiet and the game is good, it's just that I am quiet. I'll try something in a bit, but it is time. So I'm gonna fire my demon. Oops, don't push me into it.
I'm gonna teleport and get the... Did I get it? No. I just teleported to the demon when I saw you fire. I was only on 25 health.
See no yellow dots.
There's
Okay.
one where I am, so that might be it. Where is it? There it is.
Next wave in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
Wow, yeah, your voice is really... So, your voice on Discord to me is fine, but on the stream it's really, really quiet.
Okay, so my voice needs to go up instead of the game down. Alright. Okay, I'll have to do that. Not in this wave.
No, that's why I was just waiting for the end of that wave. Oh, it's a funny game.
Okay, you need to stop hanging around this area. Well, I'll grab this though, and if I do... Just gonna hang out in the sniper area. It seems they like to bunch up on that elevator just at the bottom.
See, they either keep coming through the... Tell you what, you get the elevator, or do you want to get the door?
I'll take the elevator. We still have 30 seconds, so we'll just do them. But I tend to get stuck on the elevator, and then I'm gonna try just throwing one big blob of slot in there.
That guy just spawned right in the middle.
Yeah, they can spawn behind the pillars, I guess, because it's not in view.
Big enough room, isn't it? It actually would be interesting to work out how the spawn mechanic works. Its distance or line of sight.
Combination of both. Alright, it's time.
Next wave in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3,
this
2, 1.
as a test. How is my voice now? It's not a permanent solution, but just to see what it does.
It's a bit louder.
A
It's
bit?
bearable.
I could hear myself all of a sudden through your microphone, so...
Well, my mic must be picking up everything. I might have Discord set way high.
A bit better, but still quiet. Alright. That is interesting. Then that's cause for something on the hardware end of that, which, to be honest, is not something I want to do on stream right now.
Yeah, especially as bit of a game.
Like audio. Thank you for making a note. If you feel like it, Hobreath, ping me on Discord about it. Like, hey, just do your fucking audio levels, dude. Or maybe call me an asshole for not doing my audio levels, and then I won't forget. But right now, it's like not something, tech support issues. Bleh.
Where are the enemies? Is there like one left or something?
With me, it's not time. They should be spawning now.
Yeah, they are. Literally as you said that.
Have you got a demon?
Yeah, I've still got one. It might be. There'll probably need to be another one up though.
Yeah, I got it.
I didn't realise how good the lightning gun was up. It seems to be more powerful when you're closer.
Maybe zoomed, I think. Maybe it has not back. I'm about to die. Ooh! I am fucking trolled.
Oh dear. Hey man, there we go. That it?
I was like, can I shoot in there? Yeah, I can. So I shot the demon. And then some enemy came up and just stepped in front of the gun.
Oh. Where's his last guy? Is he stuck on another elevator in here or some shit crap? No. Oh no.
Thank you, Hobro.
For Christ's sake, where is this guy? How long does it take for them to die out? Ah, there we are.
Minutes. Provided we met our quota.
Next wave in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh,
hello, that's a lot of scar.
Yeah, we got red dudes now. Is this going to be scar only wave?
Wave 9? I think it's... maybe wave 10.
I'm just lost count.
No, this is pretty much the scar only wave. There will be a few other enemies, but mostly scar, yeah.
Oh, there is another way to get into the thingy room. I didn't realise that. How is it that this map will be so full of health and I have so bloody little?
Yeah.
What have you done?
There were like 9 scar cropped up in the corner, and I just put a fucking snot blommel in there. And I killed like one or all 9 of them at once this way.
That thing is more powerful than it has any right beard.
Yeah. I cannot find that last yellow blimp.
I hope he is. Yeah.
Next wave in 10, 9, 8, 7.
I
6,
saw just like a
5,
big blob of yellow.
4,
On the
3,
Yeah,
mini
but
map.
you like.
I was like, oh, there's a group bunched up somewhere, so I just prepared the green gun, but I didn't think it would be that many.
Was that in that
It was in the room with the Redeemer.
Yeah, no, they seem to like getting caught in there.
Yeah, maybe we should just hang out in that room for like the first half of the wave. And then retreat so they get stuck and then return.
just exit it and on the way out, just shove a Redeemer in.
Yeah, or that, yeah. Because, you know, the Redeemer is in there anyway, so that's a good idea. That said, I don't know how to get to that room.
The fact that we played this for almost like 25 minutes and I just realised, oh, there's another way to get to that room.
Yeah. It's not even a complicated map. It's like 5 rooms. That's the way they're
5 rooms,
connected.
each got their own way of getting to other rooms.
Yeah.
It's like,
Okay, it's almost time. Well, it's almost time like that the big group starts spawning, which is going to happen now, so I'm retreating to the top.
oh yeah, definitely have.
Alright, and I'm just gonna circle around this way. 10 seconds.
I'm keeping them in the room. Very good.
Go.
If I don't die.
I saw the ground shake from that.
I didn't kill them all, but it really weakened them.
There's one here.
Die already! Oh my god! Where is this? Wait, I didn't even fire the Redeemer?
I killed them.
Next
I must have got
wave
another one.
in 10, 9, 8,
Okay, I
7,
must have accidentally picked up
6,
another. Oh, that makes sense.
4, 3,
Yeah,
2,
good. I
1.
saw you put your beacon on the Redeemer itself.
I hid in there.
Oh, it's time for
Oh,
Warlords.
joy. Look how fast actually they respawn.
I don't like being in the Redeemer room with these guys.
No. I'm out.
Out? Oh, out of the room.
Yeah. No, I'm not dirty yet. How hard these guys are. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do.
This
No,
is a
I'm
good-
trapped on an elevator with one.
I found a good camping spot for wave 16, I think. Uh-oh.
Whoops.
What happened?
One of the little guys jumped at me whilst I had a fully charged, shotgun.
Oof.
I thought it was going to be a, warlord.
Do you remember how many kills you got?
3.
Just fucking teleported.
At least you don't have that many enemies to deal with.
But that's just hiding, which is the annoying part.
Yeah.
Next wave in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
I have to collect all your weapons again while... just in time, you teleported away before I was gonna smack you. It was like he was like moving his stick back to smack you, and then you went away, and then his stick flew in your direction.
Redeemer got.
Yo, brother, don't fly towards me.
Oh no, this is going to be the
I don't like hanging out in a room.
especially with them. Got the guns back.
That's all I get.
Oh my god, please stop! I'm gonna die again. Oh, I got stuck going up and down rapidly on that elevator with 2 scars.
Wow. Let's see how this is too annoying to get to. Do I have a demon? Yes, I do. Half a minute. Seconds.
I'm in the lightning room.
I'm in the demon room. Go. I've got a bunch of them. Not a lot, but a bunch. Stuck in the demon hole with a scar.
Well, I think I've got all my ones.
Yeah, me too.
Next wave in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, that's good. Hello, Jester.
Greetings.
just put my translocator here. Do that. Yeah, have fun with that. 70 seconds.
I'll try to get them in the redeem room. Stints some here. Oh my god.
Spawning. Yeah, I'm pissing out about this room. Oh.
Yeah. Well, redeem it down. No! Wait, what? How?
Smacked you.
Oh, said it killed myself, I thought.
No.
Adrenaline full.
Next wave in 10, 9, 8, 7.
You know what's worse,
6,
dying early on in a
5,
round or
4,
later on in a round?
3, 2, 1.
Especially later on, it's just like, 5 seconds and now I've got to go through all the guns again.
Yeah. Ow. Ow. Grabbing the demon.
Oh, help.
Should be in this room. Nice.
It's just so powerful. Oh man, I'm gonna end up killing myself with it, but
Yeah, you gotta be careful. The warlords are the worst because they can just tank one. Hello.
oh,
65 seconds. This room. I'm entering this room because of this thing. Go. Oh yeah, this leads to the sniper room.
I know. Surprise! That'd be where the monsters were coming from.
Yeah.
I've been watching too much Witcher. Oh man, do I have an... don't.
They're actually called monsters, I think, in this game, so... Monsters would be the correct terminology.
Is it time yet?
Yes. I'm at a fully charged biogun, stuck in an elevator.
That worked. That worked so well. I'm so happy that it was time. It just took out a ball.
You asked right as it was time.
Next wave in
Oh
10,
my god.
9, 8,
15, this is just gonna be Scar and
4,
Warlords.
3, 2,
Oh, that means we've got to wait for the team to come back up. Oh, of course, now you're there.
Adrenaline full.
God, stop it. Oh, right. Man, this music may repeat over and over again, but it's so good.
Yeah. The dude who made this, dudes actually knew what he was doing. Let's go. Get in there, out of here.
Oh, hello. How am I getting there?
62 seconds.
Me coming through. Oh god, that's just taking all my health away.
Oh. Get started.
Expecting that stupid thing to come around the corner. Oh, please, wrap. Thank you.
25 seconds.
Oh, you got stuck. Yeah, I'm not using the elevators anymore.
Yeah. Fire that in there.
Please tell me it's time.
Yes. Sorry, hold up.
Oh, it's time, but no, I'm dead. Oh my god. Fire your redeemer if you've still got it.
I grabbed the other one.
They're all in the generator room. I said that the moment you walked around that corner.
You said it, and I was like, hey, I am in the generator room. I want to get out of the generator room.
Oh, god. Yeah, I couldn't move, I just was getting basically ping-ponged around by the bloody cars. What do I say about those elevators?
Yeah. I saw my health was low. Yeah. For some reason, he had auto aim.
I don't usually do.
I mean, usually they have auto aim to miss you.
Yeah.
That's a shame. Well, that room was funny. Yeah, they're all in the generator room. I'm like, but I am in the generator room and there's only 3 enemies, and I turn around and they were just there looking at me.
They're being quite polite. They're on the other side of the generator to you. There's still suddenly in the corner.
Yeah.
Oh.
You wanna just retry that or do a different map?
Dunno, up to you.
Let's retry it.
Do it. Oh, that's handy. I didn't realise that before. Show OBS on its taskbar. Shows it's recording or not.
Oh yeah. Oh, I'm ready.
Stop recording, stop recording. Hey.
Yeah, elevators are death trap. Very right.
Can you sort out your audio, or is that like a more
No,
involved
it's a hardware thing. I would have to like listen to it myself. It's gonna take a while. So let's just roll with it. Test. What I can do.
You might get away if you just turn down the audio a bit.
Yeah, I'll just turn down the audio of the game and then sort it out later.
Yeah. Let the
then
watchers turn up their audio.
turn you down as well, yeah, and then they're gonna watch a different stream and it's gonna be like air rape.
Yeah. They'll say, hey, you might need to turn me down.
How,
You're gonna be quiet. Your game's gonna be quiet. There's just me shouting over everything.
how is the volume? Blah 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 blah. Place audio levels are all over the place, yeah. I turned down the game and everything else a bit. My volume is still the same. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm on the same level as you now, so it's not as bad.
Alright. Game audio is a little loud. Yeah, I have to look into that, like off stream, a bit more probably.
What was the last thing you streamed?
I streamed Fallout New Vegas here yesterday. But that's a different game, different audio. I need to. I don't know. Maybe. Am I using my Omega microphone? Yeah. Maybe that one uses the underscore microphone.
Oh,
The game is still a bit loud. Alright, I'll just. How about now? Blah 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 blah. Also, hi Dub Game. Ajax won against Groningen, I guess. Much better. Alright, I turned it down like a little bit, so much better seems a bit excessive, but I'll believe you. I literally just slid it like 2 pixels. Alright. In that case, I am ready.
Oh, I haven't. Sweet. I got more than enough to flush my points down the drain twice.
Nice. Also, hi Dub Game, how was your hangover?
Alright, I'm ready. I'm recording. Let's rock and roll.
Next wave in 10.
You didn't have one.
9, 8.
You still don't? Interesting.
5,
You're still drinking.
4, 3,
Thought you went
2,
drinking last night.
1.
How was the drinking last night, Dub Game? The worst weapon I could have used for that.
Is it a possibility to drink sensibly? Nah.
How was your drinking session, Dub Game? Drink sensibly? You did drink sensibly, so it was good then. So much fun, nice. It's a bit of a waste, but whatever. Where does this go? Oh! Okay. Never realized you could just walk there. Well, I see lots of yellow blips, but there's nothing here.
That's what I'm looking at as well. Where is everything? Oh, hi. I'm just getting stuck on every thing, it seems.
Not a good gun to use.
Oh, this first wave was brutal.
Next wave in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Someone has turned the oven on, which is like the grossest smelling thing you could ever imagine. I don't know why they trust their food inside that thing. And it fucking reeks, and I think they left the kitchen door open. I'm gonna have to check the door in the next countdown. It's like the foulest smell I've ever smelled.
No, it's one of those. No one wants to clean it.
It has been cleaned and it still stinks like not like shit. Shit's nice. It's like, that can't be healthy putting your food in there.
It'd be surprising how horrible some people have their ovens.
Yeah, or just the general pottery and spannery.
Yeah, my old job was basically cleaning commercially, so we'd clean like a lot of nice new buildings, but every now and again we'd get like jobs to go clean rental places for like a really kind of cheap company. Oh my god, the places. It's just like houses that are just mold. Everything's mold. The walls are carpet.
Wow. I mean, my room is a mess right now, but like the stuff I eat out of, like that's nice. Although my fridge could do with cleaning, I guess.
I've got horror stories from a colleague who had to clean a house that someone had lived in for like 6 months or something like that. And they left a whole roast in the oven. So, you know, veggies and a giant chicken.
Next wave in 10, 9, 8.
There's
7,
actually
6, 5,
a carton
4,
of chocolate
3,
milk that's
2,
empty,
1.
and it has been for a while, but I left it sitting like behind the microwave because it fell back there, and it's an empty carton, but I picked it up and the thing is like around. And I'm not gonna flatten this anymore. So I'm just gonna throw it in the bin as is.
Unleash
It's
the
like I don't want to unscrew the fucking thing and just to flatten it.
Tell you what, I've actually also got one of those cartons of milkshakes in the fridge. that I haven't finished. It's been there for a month, and that thing is inflated as well. There's one of those I'm like, oh, I'll get around to drinking that. Now it's like, I want to throw it out, but I don't want to drink it. Oh. My fridge also needs cleaning out badly. But hey, one of those, you go into it, you get distracted by food and go, yeah, I'll do that later.
Yeah. Have to move all the stuff to a different fridge. To be honest, my fridge, like mostly right now, is just like the bottom of it. It's just like breadcrumbs and shit that's stacked up on there. Like it's nothing horrible. Just need to wipe clean a bit.
Same as mine, just crumbs.
It is time for the rockets.
But these things really do look like head crabs.
Yeah.
Can you stop that?
I think there were, I mean, Alien is a bit older, but
10, 9,
I guess like Alien was super
7,
popular in this
6,
time, and we're like, oh, let's just make all the face huggers.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, you are fast.
I would have started earlier with you, but I was busy. I knew I was going to be busy at 6 o'clock, but I didn't know how long for. I was just like, it shouldn't take that long. I was out buying a new car. Not new, new to me.
Second hand new.
Yeah.
Nice, what car did you get?
BMW 3 Series.
Don't forget to use your blinkers.
What the hell are blinkers?
Turn signals. I don't know what you call them.
Indicators.
Indicators. Sure thing.
Yeah, there's got to be a British way of saying it. Blink.
Don't know. You're taking care of that dot. I'll take care of this one. Fuck it.
I should have done that when I first played with you, met you. Sometimes I have a habit of, especially when talking to people that have never heard me before and they're not British, is just sounding really, really British.
10, 9,
Like, oh, how the devil are you?
7,
Oh god, it's
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
That's how I could do it before. They go, Painful.
Can I do ASMR jumps in this? No. Actually, I might be able to. ASMR jump. Oh, it worked! Nice.
Here tomorrow?
Yeah, ASMR jump.
What's that?
It's jumping with the second. It's like a rocket jump, but you use the shock rifle secondary fire.
Oh.
I still have a demo, you can take it.
Oh yeah, that works. Yeah, I've got one as well. Yeah. Oh well.
Flat cannon works too, but I think it does a bit more damage.
There is anything. Oh.
Is this still a 90-second wave? Yes. I see so many yellow dots and like...
Nothing's around.
Yeah!
I think the thing is, I was moving around and they were just following behind. Oh, they're coming down the elevator.
Ooh, you damage. Don't mind if I do. Are you down here? One is down here. Just going in here. Nope.
All that. All that hurt, but that was worth it. I had like 4 or 5 of them trapped on that elevator.
More units. Come on, I don't understand this map.
Thank you.
You're right next to it. No, you're not. There it is.
Next wave.
Yay.
in 10,
It's always that bit of suspense before she goes, next way.
Yeah, exactly.
Did we get it? Did we not?
3, 2, 1.
Dude. Get some pissing off. Five seconds.
Oh my.
I killed no one. Oh, hello.
I've never been so scared in my life. I turned around the moment it was getting near me and I just see this massive insult. It was one of those for like a split second I'm like, no it can't be, oh my god it is. he wouldn't, oh he has.
I forgot that that thing actually has team kill. Otherwise I wouldn't have done it.
Oh,
Speaking of team kill, I cannot find anyone. Excellent.
they're still in it. Oh, bad.
I was like next to you in the missile because I was guiding the missile like with
Yeah, I saw
secondary,
it.
and I was
I
next
saw
to you and I was like, oh shit, this thing is team kill.
I don't know how that didn't kill me because it literally was skimming my head when I went past.
It's weird. Sometimes it just doesn't damage you or something.
I
Like
still
that.
got most of my health left. Like went from like 199 to 170. So
Next wave in
I'm kind of wondering if it ever clips in that elevator in a weird way because
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello. This is a 2-minute wave. Hello. Hello, that game. How are you? I didn't hear from you all day. That's why I thought you were hungover.
Next wave in
Demon's back up.
10, 9, 8, 7,
Hello?
6, 5, 4, 3, 2,
I hear you again, but not you, but that means it works.
Hey.
Hello.
Oh, can you hear me?
Yes, yes, yes. Hello.
Boy. The Redeemer's back up if you want it.
I have one. I have no good opportunity to use one, that's the thing.
I'm really spread out. Where the hell are the enemies? I haven't even seen one. Oh, is it in... Confused now, is it we at a new wave or is this...
We are on wave 8.
Huh.
It's
No,
the start.
it's
It's the
fine.
start of the wave.
Yeah.
Oh well, not anything now. Let's just lure them here. 15 seconds.
Wish I had the grenades on this game, that'd be cool.
There used to be in the earlier versions, like the earlier Unreal games, there was a grenade launcher on the rocket launcher.
And the only type of grenade we've got now is the one on the assault rifle.
Next wave in 10,
Yeah, well, those kind
9,
of suck.
8, 7, 6, 5,
Well, I used my demon against one
2,
enemy.
1.
I did think that. Oh wow.
Do I want this? Yeah, I'll grab it. Grab this thing too.
I mean, at least you didn't miss, I guess.
Well, I mean, I wasn't using it anyway, so whatever.
What are you making? Okay. Food.
Food! Still alive.
I'll never get old. Your character calling, "I'm on your team, idiot."
You fight like Nally.
Does my one have any lines when?
You have to enable auto taunt in the settings.
Where is that under player?
Gameplay, maybe?
Oh no, I've got to have a look now.
Ooh, and this one.
Under audio, maybe?
You can also press V, Victor, on your keyboard.
Ugh, get bored of that. Bye.
Okay, this time though, I failed at Redeemer.
Wait, did that not?
Oh, it's
go
not.
off?
It's not time. Oh, it went off, but it was not time yet, actually.
Oh well, we've definitely got the quota.
Yeah, it is time now.
Ah, should have waited.
Next wave in
Maybe.
10,
That was pretty good, actually.
Oh, okay.
6,
That works, I suppose.
5,
I still have a demon, so you grab it.
1.
Oh, sorry, what? Hey, Redeemer, got it. Let's go.
No tears, please. It's a waste of good suffering.
Those are some good ones.
Ooh! I was looking at the taunt when you suddenly was like flashing HP.
I know, let me see, you're on low. The funny thing to me was all I hear is "oh," and followed by aggressive key typing. Key pressing, should I say.
Yeah, that was me activating boosted. Ooh, they're spawning.
Yeah, I know. That must mean it's almost time.
Yes, it is time.
Yeet! Oh, that hurt. Free health.
Oof.
Oh, you bastard.
That hurt.
Oh, you're on so low health.
Next wave in 10,
Bit risky, yeah.
7,
Oh.
6, 5,
And then watching that bite my fingernails.
2, 1.
Slot gun to the face isn't, from point blank, isn't the best.
When will you learn?
Where is... Yeah, you play like a girl. That one is not very...
Is it wrong? Oh, it's middle mouse button. Ah.
What
Well,
does
there's got
middle-
to be a better way than pressing numbers.
middle mouse? Oh, I guess I rebound it.
Oh, a unique taunt? Ooh. Let's see, what is... Taunt... More...
Other. Yeah, I have one. That's the one I was looking for, but it might be exclusive to yours.
What else is there? Oh my god, there's so many!
Yeah. And stay down. Anyone else on some maybe blow me. Boom, camper, die, bitch. Douchebag, eat that.
They wouldn't put this in any modern game, would they? Well, maybe they would, but like not real cage.
Hammer. Yeah, I mean, sucker, talk to the hand that has in her business. You be dead, you fight like Nelly. Ooh, hello, you're a big monster. You fight like Nelly is my favorite one.
Medic!
Medic!
Power!
We've been goofing off, I'm not sure if we're ever caught on at this point.
Whoops! You're probably doing a pretty good job. Oh, I didn't even realise it's...
8
Oh,
seconds.
Caught in a crossfire between two of them.
Is this safe? This should be safe.
Oh, I still can. I can. Don't know how I'm doing this, but sure.
That will keep you entertained.
There you go.
In the elevator. Hello. What is it?
You can even change the voice type of it. Huh.
Next wave in 10, 9, 8,
Am I playing as Mabry or as Pharaoh?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I would really like to see like a map editor view of his map and like just see how
like which hallways go underneath which hallways.
Yeah, because it's very kind of like on top of each other.
Yeah. It's like you walk to a yellow blip and then suddenly like he's behind you, and it must be because like they're in like above you in like some other hallway.
Yeah. To be honest, like, I mean, I think the Redeemer room kind of shows you perfectly how many levels there are to this map, even though it feels like it's all on one level.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. It feels like one level with like some high up areas.
Yeah, the
But like I
Redeemer room-
enter an elevator from a hallway, and then suddenly I'm in a massive 3-story room, with each story being like a mile high. Hello, vibing monkey.
I just realised I think each room does that, except from the room with a rocket launcher in, I think. Oh no, that does as well. Each room connects to each room on each level. That is so convoluted.
Yeah, that's so complicated.
Because if you think about it, the lightning gun room's got the pathway, you got the walkway that comes in from the generator, and you've also got the what's it called? The elevator. Each level. The rocket launcher's got the elevator at the bottom, the middle one, and then at the top it's got the top way.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, no, I really want to see on the thingy view as well.
I guess that's some interesting and good design. Like it's not even that big. I mean, it's a big map, but like it feels bigger than it is.
I think because they route you on top of each other, on top of each yeah, it'd be cool if we could go what's the word?
It's time, by the way.
Out of bounds. Oh,
That hurt indeed.
worth it! Look out the whole room of those stupid bloody guns.
Next wave in 10, 9,
Nice.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, I see. Oh, yeah, massive. Oh, hello, hello, greetings.
Stay still. Let me shoot you. Especially with it going backwards, but their run animation's forward.
Yeah. 1998 physics animations.
Oh god, is that when the engine was out?
That's when these monsters came out.
Oh,
There's a big guy somewhere in this room.
oh yeah, there he is.
I think I'm just stranding. Oh, no, I'm not stranding. Okay, I'm stranding in the other way. Hey, my ammo. Ooh.
So it says Jamie fired his rocket prematurely, but I didn't. Seems whatever weapon they use and kill me with it says I killed myself with it.
Interesting.
But then again, I was holding a charge on the snot gun, so I wanted back and then it didn't do it. Oh, last game was way better. I'm dying a lot on this.
Oof. Okay. Where are they? There's one. You get him? It's like not a good gun.
Next wave in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah. And spend the half of this wave reflecting the guns.
I got the Demus, so you don't have to check for the next 2 minutes. I'm so confused. Oh! I made the mistake of taking the elevator.
Oh, he's in there. I can see why that might be a problem.
I win, you lose. And this guy nearly owns me. "70 seconds.
Bugger that. I ain't going in there.
Taking the elevator. Looks like they're spawning.
Oh, what a name. Hello, vibing monkey. Let's see, we've got a Redeemer. We do have a Redeemer.
15 seconds.
Oh, what time do they start spawning in? Because is it now?
Like a half a minute before, like they already have over at me.
Yeah, they have here for me as well.
2 seconds.
Did I find that a bit too fast? I don't know.
I don't know if I got any of them. I fired my demon and translocated out of there. But I don't know.
I got plenty, I just bought I think I got my lot.
There's one here. Got him.
Next wave in
It's one last wave, I think.
9,
No, 15, which is the
7,
hardest one.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
What gun's the best to use with view damage?
The same gun that you would normally use, I guess. I don't use I don't use a particularly different gun if I have it. I guess you could conserve ammo with it, because like a flak cannon might be overpowered in most cases then.
Yeah. Oh, I'm on no health, I'm on no health. Ooh, 28.
Like if you never use the minigun, maybe just like use that with your damage, because...
Stop that! Oh!
Stop it!
There's a stupid scar around the keg of health. And every time I got close to it, he batted me away and I was on 10 health. Game loves me sometimes.
I've been saving my booster. I haven't used it yet. I've used it once and I did the rapid tapping.
It's interesting with like some maps, it's a key.
Yeah.
This map, not so much.
Okay. Dude, you're not even supposed to spawn on this wave. What the hell? Ooh! Oh, don't go there.
Hey.
They're spawning behind us. I'm just out of this room.
Bye bye.
Ooh, hello. Just translocating out of this room. Why is it not spawned yet? Ooh, hello. I can take you on one more.
Oh my god, they're all here now, aren't they?
Oh, yeah, they're spawning.
Oh my god. Please get them, please get them. Yes!
Yeah, too early. It's time now.
Oh! I don't know, it might not be. A few left.
A few, you say?
Ah, you're doing fine. Oh, let me come out with you. Don't worry. Yeah, you're right. It's just like older than. There was none in where I were.
Next wave in 10.
It's the last wave.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop being noisy.
Hello, Leno. Yeah, I figured you'd be here. Oh.
Oh no, no, this is going bad, this is bad.
Get the hell out of there. What's 255 seconds in minutes?
God.
4 minutes and 15 seconds.
Glad one of our brains is working.
Tuesdays.
Take it, that means we've still got 4 minutes of running around like headless chickens. But I can't seem to find any.
Well, there's only 2 of them. They'll be here. In roughly 50 seconds. They're spawning not yet. So now he pulled the approach crank on me.
Do we not have the Redeemer? Shut down the Redeemer. Or it
I
did.
have one.
Off it goes! Oh, they're all in here as well now. Oh my god.
Yeah, they're everywhere. That was an early Deemer, 15 seconds still.
I wonder if there's another one, another Redeemer in this.
I have U damage.
Protash
3
on the way.
seconds. Time. Likely.
Yay, Redeemer.
Nice.
Alright, now just get him somewhere.
I'm pounding them good with my minigun. This thing, I guess. 2
right
more.
there?
One more.
You didn't even kill him!
Oh, I took cover. I was just expecting some rockets going his way. Suddenly, that huge thing.
Oh, I might as well use it.
GG. Nice. Alright. I'm down for another.
Yeah, what are we gonna go for though? Anyone have any good suggestions?
Reno, do you see like a fun name in this list? Not refinery, refinery we've done. So, not this one. If Wayno is still here, that is. Do you see a fun name? Let's do a serpentine. Mixer! Mixer! Let's do mixer.
Mixer is there. I was lucky I was just about to click on the other one. Oh, gift a sub now to be number 1. Oh, tempting me.
Tempting. Do it.
Do it now.
Gift a sub to Vibing Monkey for having a cool name. Yeah, never mind, Wayno. We needed you to pick a map, but someone else picked. DM 1-on-1 mixer. Yeah, this one has the behind the grate or something like that. It's really OP. It's not a. You can't shoot from there, but it's here it is. You can retreat there. It's just a hidey hole. I'll show it to you unless you're watching my stream. People being too loud and deleted. Oof. Dun 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 dun. Good to have a new song though, if not that one's a pretty banger. Alright, well I'm ready.
Right. Oh. Well, oh. This is an interesting map.
I think it's just... Oh, this is multi-level one, right? Oh yeah, in this hallway.
There's a spot, hiding spot.
It's by the rocket launcher.
Oh, I found where the redeem. No, there are U damages.
U damage.
Something. It's either shield or U damage. I can't quite tell.
That could be a randomizer.
Yeah, it's probably if it's not spawned, then it's probably random. Okay, so I'm at the rocket launcher. Where is the?
So there's this yellow wall here that you can just by the pipes. You can just go there.
Yeah, that's pretty
You're safe. You can't hit anything either other than lobbing grenades out the hole, but it's a good retreat spot, so I'm just gonna put my translocator there and
recording.
right, I'm ready.
In 3, in a 2, in a 1, and go.
Not quite.
Play.
So I'll do a countdown, press the button, then it goes for another countdown.
Yeah, countdown for your countdown.
8,
It's like announcing an
7,
announcement.
6,
It's like, hey, tomorrow I'm going to make an announcement.
3, 2, 1.
I mean, it's what you do when you stream. Then make an announcement.
Yeah, but like you don't announce the announcement.
What? Can you not get in there?
Did I put an invisible wall?
Oh, you can, it's just a bit weird. Oh, I'm stuck in here with this stupid bloody thing.
Let me see, I'm in Ooh, there's U damage and the super shield.
I like the idea of putting a translocator in there, but it's too useful around this map.
Where is it?
Interesting music as well. It's not really music, but
Yeah, it's just
ambient.
ambient noises. Like when it goes, that's kind of music, but this is just a Oh yeah, it is music. Like you wouldn't listen to this like in a rave party. Although to be honest, if a nightclub opens that would just play this song, I would definitely go. Not on loop, but like if this was one of the songs in the set list.
Yeah, imagine just surprise this after like some really like energetic.
It could be good for just before closing hour, I guess. Like when people need to leave.
Yeah, wind down time.
You play it as the outro song.
Honestly, this like vibe of music kind of reminds me of the type of music when it might not be the same, but when you're in an amusement park with like roller coasters and everything. You have like a really long like queues and wait lines and stuff, and they play weird music.
Do they play this in theme parks?
So, in a park sort of near me called Thorpe Park, or Thorpe Park, there's a ride
Next
based
way
on the
in
Saw movie series,
10,
and it's got this really like
7,
really similar to this.
It's right, yeah.
4, 3,
And there's also like another.
1.
I don't know if it's based on a movie, but it's like based on like an apocalypse or something, and planes have like crashed and everything's kind of wrecked around you.
Yeah, yeah, it sets the theme, alright. I want this.
Oh, this map is confusing.
Yeah, I thought it would be more simple than this, but it's actually a pretty... I saw a flag cannon earlier, but I don't know how to get to it.
I think it's down. Like,
Yeah, it's
to go the
down
elevator.
somewhere. But, there it is. Should be in here then.
You get me phone
Oh, there's
finding the
a link
enemy.
button.
Oh, I have no clue. No, here's the flat cannon. It's underneath the U damage.
Underneath the U damage.
Oh, over here.
Oh, and like a dead end. You don't see that if you come from the direction
No.
we came. Oh, this is bottlenecky.
Yeah.
Upstairs.
That went alright.
I should use something else.
Next wave in 10, 9,
Yeah, health around. I wish there was more smaller vials.
5,
Yeah,
4,
the
3,
shield. The shield
two,
is less
one.
healthy. Yeah, but there's nothing to get you above 100.
Except from the vials. There is some kind of near the grenade launcher, I suppose. Like the rock
Adrenaline
on.
full.
I guess the sniper rifle is pretty good with U damage because you fire one shot and it dies. Almost. Shields up if you need it.
Oh, I think I do. Can you get 200 shield with that?
150 is the max. I'm not sure if that shield stacks with itself though. Is this
Oh,
actually two kinds of shields?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's those health files.
And then the other ones that are in the pipe to the left of the U damage.
Oh yeah.
I think those might be the only ones, I'm not sure. Might be some more upstairs.
Next wave in 10, 9.
Yeah, the big one
8,
stacks. Okay, fine.
7,
Yeah, the big one
6,
stacks, but the small one
5,
doesn't. But this
4,
this only
3,
has the big one, so
2,
it's not a
1.
worry then.
Also, I think, I don't know, but can you go past 150 on the shield if you use,
No. It's
not even if you use, what's it called, boost?
pretty sure you can. I think it's a hard cap.
Boosh.
Have we found a bottleneck yet, though? Where we can lure them to?
I mean, there's stairs, but I mean,
Yeah, it's also a bit.
too bottlenecky.
Yeah, it's like there's no way out. It's dead endy because they come from both sides. Hello, Gorilla Bob. We could try where the U damage is and then use the U damage for the thing as well. Like the room we're in right now.
Going out of bounds.
1 second.
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe if we build them there with dedication. We need a good a spot as good as like on Refinery with the disco.
Yeah, disc.
That was such a good spot.
Next wave in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It's weird because that map, like there was nothing special about it, I guess, but it just ended up being really good for this.
I think it was just the map was so open,
Yeah.
like completely unlike this, that it worked.
But it wasn't super open.
No, it was a small map, but
Yeah,
you know,
it was like it was just like the sweet spot between open and closed.
I think the good thing about the map was like you could just keep running in circles around everywhere and not have to
Right, yeah.
jump not pull everywhere. Especially the way that all the like health and shield was laid out.
Yeah.
Oh
20
god, this is-
seconds.
oh, yeah.
Yeah, and you could get to the top pretty easily because like each lower floor would connect to its upper floor, unlike this map and the previous. It's really convoluted to get to the other floor.
Or you gotta use the stupid bloody elevators.
Yeah.
Which ain't the best.
Next wave in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
What is that? And why is it there?
What have you found?
some adrenaline on top of some random pipe on the ceiling.
Really?
Yeah, like above the rocket launcher. There's no way to get there other than like a rocket jump, I guess.
Right.
Or the translocator.
What up there?
Yeah, and it spawns adrenaline just for some reason.
Oh yeah.
"20 seconds. Five, 4, 3,
Oh, here they come.
1.
Sweet.
Next wave in 10, 9,
Okay.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Interestingly, I didn't realise this before, but the announcer woman doing the countdown sounds really, really similar to the default woman voice, computer, AI, whatever you want to call it, that you get in Elite Dangerous.
Interesting.
Especially like when you count down to I forget what it's called, but basically jump to different system.
Is it a computer voice or a voice actress? Like a voice actress pretending to be a computer.
Yeah, something. Yeah.
Could be the same actress, I guess. Oh no, not 12 seconds. 47. "30 seconds. "20.
No, I got that at the wrong time.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I like this area.
9, 8.
It's not perfect. It might be terrible once the warlord starts.
Yeah,
spawning,
I was
but
gonna say.
for now, it's a good area. Wonder if there's opportunity for link unlinking on this map as well. Yeah. Maybe in those yellow pipes, the tube.
Ooh. That might be an idea.
Where the U damage is. And then one person grab the U damage as well, the one firing link gun. Unstoppable. Because it's like that tube, it's like the perfect bottleneck as well. Like it feeds them all down it.
And even if you get battered around, it's easier to stay linked up.
So let's try that. Let's see if I can find my last Lincoln ammo. We have 40 seconds. Half a minute. There's some maybe down here. Yeah, there's some. 15 seconds, I'm going to the spot. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Don't grab it yet. Okay, grab it. To your right.
Well, I would say that works pretty well.
Yeah.
Didn't use up that much ammo. I mean, we're not on the higher ways, but still.
9,
Yeah.
8, 7,
You can have the shield if you want.
4, 3, 2,
You grab it.
1.
Alright.
Where even is the link? Link arms here.
Yeah, I just only saw ammo by the link gun itself. I'm not seeing any random ammo for it.
Yeah, what they look like. Some ammo over here.
Yeah, there's lots of clusters of ammo, but none for the link gun. Oh, that's minigun and snot. Lightning gun and snot, some shock. Speaking of shock. So bad with this thing. 45 seconds.
Alright, the ammo's back. Such a good, like, I'm really glad this, the link gun exists.
Yeah, it's from 10 seconds, I'm headed that way. They're following me too, I think. You shoot again. Grab it.
Oh my god.
Behind you.
Next wave in
I have 35 health.
9,
You got 45.
7,
Oh.
6, 5,
We need to.
2,
We were in there a bit earlier, I guess. We need to enter at the same time, and then
Yeah.
because I had the opportunity to swarm us before the time was due.
It's cool, it was disturbed. Something interesting and funky with the graphics on this this map I've noticed. You got these the downlighters. If you look at them and then go behind something solid, they still show up for a couple of seconds.
Interesting. Oh yeah. The actual like flare, it's not the flare, but like
It's a sword, maybe.
yeah, the source itself, yeah.
Oh, just pop it. Pop health. Oh, you need health.
40 seconds. 30.
I think I'm gonna use booster as well when I go in there.
That's fine. I did too. Oh hey, here's 10 seconds. I'm headed now. Oof. My health is
Ready?
low. Go.
Oh, getting that around. Right?
Two more. Not
did you-
that one. I blew myself up.
Oh.
And another one of those.
Next wave in 10.
It's
9,
fine.
8.
This is
7,
wave 11,
6,
no biggie.
5, 4,
There's another lane
3,
charge
2.
when you go down the
1.
stairs and then turn right at the what's that called? Black cannon.
I'm not sure I want to try the Lincoln threats anymore. I think your damage on its own should be fine as well. Good. Nice translocator beacon just in the middle of the hallway. Ah, I accidentally grabbed the U damage. It's annoying. Oh.
Adrenaline full.
I see yellow dots, but I see no enemies.
Flying around on the elevators. Oh, are we just really going around in circles?
They're stuck on the ceiling, maybe? Yeah, they are.
Really? Oh, hello. Are they fighting each other up
Next
there?
wave in 10,
Ooh.
9,
Oh, hello.
8, 7,
What happened?
6,
You can get all the way up there where they were,
4,
like behind the pipes.
3,
Ah.
2,
All
1.
that. Like,
Okay, get on like the above the map. Oh, that's probably invisible ceilings, but chief. "50 seconds. Hello. "15 seconds. Just grabbing this now. 5, 4.
Next wave in 10,
All right.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hop, hop. Hello. You just spawned in my view. Hello? Hello? Oh, you are not near me. Oh, die then.
Adrenaline full.
Hello, hello, hello? Say something?
can you hear me now?
Yes.
Oh, fuck.
Sorry. Ooh.
Could you hear me beforehand?
I haven't heard you in like a while.
Yeah, I had my mic on mute for like less than a minute because I was talking to someone.
Okay.
I thought I turned it back on, but I didn't.
I didn't hear you complain when you died, so...
Oh, God knows. Oh, well, at least it works.
Yeah. Where's number 3?
I did not realise that.
What?
What? Just reading the chat now. What? Therese said about pressing F11 pops up the music.
Oh, yeah. I don't use it though because I like the default music.
Oh, it's. Oh, you can change the volume though.
Next wave in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
I'm trying to
4,
die so easily.
3, 2,
Grab a
1.
flat cannon and go. Just wait for 14. Nice. Oof, don't
Oh,
die.
hello. That happened.
Should have used my hidey hole.
Speaking of which, oh, get in
You
there.
can just jump in there, it's easier. Not sure if the rocket launch is the best thing against them. One behind you. "15 seconds." Yeah, go. You're
Oh, do you get
shooting an
fast
invisible
reload?
corpse. Hmm?
Do you get
Next
faster reload?
wave in
Faster
10, 9,
shooting with this?
8,
With
No.
your damage?
7,
Just damage.
6, 5, 4, 3,
15.
1.
Oh, this is the Scar and.
Yeah, this is the
Alright.
nasty one.
Yeah.
Like the last wave is just a victory lap, almost. I mean,
Yeah.
it's not easy, but
Depends on the it depends on the map, doesn't it?
yeah, true. For some
So-
reason, the low graph map was really difficult with, on wave 16.
Yeah, some map you could just chill on almost,
Yeah.
not get hit. Oh, hello.
bit long to identify that that was an enemy, but I got him. Oh, hello. These steps, you get stuck on them, which is annoying. Hello. Oh, thank you for knocking that guy out of the way. He would have shot me otherwise.
Oh, you're getting chased around by the old... Psh. Oh, God, these things are annoying. Stop jumping everywhere. Ugh.
Dude, stop that. A minute.
Oh, this is a good little thing up here. They couldn't shoot through, but I could.
Nice. They're spawning.
Oh, aren't they? God, are they?
Not time yet though. Ten seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's time. I have no minigun, which is like the one thing I wanted to have.
I'm so dead.
Oh, that's a lot.
Yeah, tell me about it. I was in the tube with them all.
Woof.
Can't find any bloody ammo.
Yeah, ammo suddenly is a big issue. Can you link me with the link gun? Is that a strat we can do?
Oh, if I don't get pushed around everywhere.
One more. Let's just chase him. He nearly has me. He has me.
Oh, so close to killing him as well.
8, 7,
I
6,
spawn by the hidey hole, it's fine.
4, 3, 2, 1.
This is wave 16.
I think the flat cannon's pretty much one of the most powerful guns on this.
Yeah, indoor.
People not linking. But there's no ammo.
Ah, that's what a minigun is. I wonder if you can just stand on the shield and just... Oh, they're coming from above. Let's scratch that.
Yeah, I know. You can stand on it, it will eventually give it to you.
Yeah, I mean like for camping, but... Because it's like right in the middle of an open area, right?
Yeah, they can just come from
They come
everywhere.
from above and then they just shoot your floor.
No! 10 health!
Don't die.
Oh god, they're just everywhere. Every single turn I take. Oh, what's that song? Every move you make.
Do you need the shield then?
Yeah. Oh, still on 10 health. Hey!
Shield.
Every step you take, I'll be watching you.
Now I need help. Taking the U damage for easy adrenaline. There's health down here. I need 15 more adrenaline. A minute.
No!
That's bad.
That's bad.
Might be before the big wave spawns though, so at least that won't happen.
Yeah.
GG.
Yes!
Yeah, it's so lame that it doesn't spawn extra enemies when one of us dies.
One and done.
2 in a row. I'm down for another one if you are.
I want to, but I've got a plate full of food sat right in front of me the last half an hour.
Ah, you should eat that. You can take a break if you want instead.
Yeah, I don't mind that.
Alright. How long of a break do you need?
10 minutes?
10 minutes, alright.
Quick, cue the commercials. Roll the ads.
Do the commercials, roll the ads. Ah.
We'll be right back after this short message.
See you in a bit. How do I actually run a commercial? I also need to write down that we got this map. What was the previous one? Asbestos. This is Mixer. I also got Pung in my server. Oh yeah. Hopref, can you ping me again? Because I accidentally read your message. Let's see. Let's pick something from the middle. Anyone have any requests? Doesn't have to be from the middle. I'll also use the bathroom. So I'll use the bathroom. You can look up a list of maps on Google if you want. But this is a list. Make a clip and full map, full marathon run. It's like an hour per map and there's like 50 maps. Be right back. Bathroom.
1 minute remains.
It doesn't matter, Terry's. To be honest, I'd rather not exhaust all the good hiding spot ones straight away. But you can tell me which one you have in mind.
20 seconds.
And then we'll not play that. Well, maybe we will, if it's a fun map. I know Grendel Keep. Flux we've done.
10,
We've done Flux.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
Grendel
4,
Keep's hiding spot is
3,
kinda whack
2,
actually, but
1.
compressed it is. Training day, okay. Iron Dust. I can't say I know Iron Dust's hiding spot. I don't know which map that is off the top of my head. Let me boot it up. Jamie, if you're here, can you do the map vote? Training day actually is fun. We've done it before, but we died on like wave 12. We've done Gale though, so training day should be doable. The map I'm dreading the most now is Serpentine, to be honest. Can I just kick Jamie out to see like... No. Oh, he's making a new server. Right. Iron Dust. Okay, I know this map, but I don't know where the hidey hole is. No, I have no clue where this one would be. Can you tell me, Terry's? And then we'll do the map, sure. Because like this was new to me. Here. I'm at the flak cannon. Where U damage is. Oh, is it just in the where is the U damage? Here. This is U damage? Or is that shield? Under the bridge there is dirt. Oh, this. Oh. Oh, I see. And you shoot like a translocator. You can crouch and walk under it. Okay, let's try that.
Play. Next wave in
Dude, stop
10,
being noisy.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4,
This bridge then?
3, 2, 1.
Ah. Oh. Nice. Alright. I need more chocolate. I bought chocolate and I took some. And I want to take it. I need to refill my drink too. Let's see. That's more productive than grabbing chocolate. Alright, so we're doing this map then. Why not? I'll restart the map though. Nice. Don't think you could probably get here if you translocate. Maybe you could crouch. You could probably crouch this too. Your head will poke out for a bit. But should be a good spot, yeah. Yeah, exactly. It's like the one in Flux, but a bit more closed. Nice. Nice. That's my telegraph. What was I going to do? Oh yeah, I was going to make splits. What is this map called? Hello? DM 1-on-1 Iron Dust. Hello.
Hello there.
Well, not I found. Someone told me, Terrius told me, about a hidey hole in a map that I'm not familiar with. So we're doing that map.
Oh, that's awesome. What is this map? Another convoluted map.
Yeah, so look for a shock rifle and then tell me when you're there. What's up? Shook, subscribe to tier 1. Subscribed for 7 months on a 7-month streak. Can I use like the Red Dead Redemption X Doubt meme? For, like I trust the 7 months. Thank you for the sub, Shook. But like 7-month streak, I thought like your first sub was like 3 years ago.
I was literally about to ask. Oh, so that's working again now? It used to be streaks only. As in, if you didn't subscribe for 1 month, that was it, you're back to 0. And then they kind of... I don't know, they... Yeah, I'm at the lightning gun.
At the shock rifle you need?
Yeah, sorry.
Okay, so...
Shock.
Yeah. Shock rifle is underneath the rocket launcher.
Yeah, I see.
Okay, the shock rifle, there's a bridge nearby that leads to like either a U damage or a super shield.
Yeah.
Alright. On the lower floor you see shock ammo, sniper ammo and minigun ammo. Like next to that super shield. Okay, so if you're on the bridge and you look at that ammo, and then to the right of all that ammo there's a little bit of dirt in the corner, right? under a
Yeah.
lamp. You can crouch into that dirt and then crouch underneath the big heap of dirt. You can also watch my stream and see me do it.
Oh yeah, sweet. Wow, that's easy.
Yeah, and you just crouch in, you don't need a translocator or anything. Could be helpful to translocate, I guess. And then, yeah, and then it's like on Flux, the blue map. You can you can hit them, but they can't hit you. But it's just a bit less open, so we're probably still gonna have to go around all the places. All right. Yeah, it's fine, Chuk, but thank you for the resub. I'm just like, that's not correct. But you know, whatever. 7 months is 7 months. Thank you so much. Okay, I'm ready.
Oh, whoops. Still recording. Oh well. Alright. Is there a redeemer on this map or anything?
No clue. Don't think so. I didn't really explore. It's just been sitting back and relaxing, taking a break pretty much.
Alright. Ready, set, 3, 2, 1, begin!
Go! No demon, yeah, I thought so.
10, 9, 8,
Oh, I spawned at the shock rifle, so I just set up my beacon and
3, 2, 1.
okay, that one seems inaccessible. It's fine.
Yeah, I did try the other side. Oh, sweet. You can just hide back here easily.
Yeah. Let's go out and find us some monsters.
I don't even know if they can actually path to you or not.
I'm not sure. Okay, we have some health files. I don't see a lot of adrenaline yet.
No.
Okay, there's ample shield, there's a super shield and a regular shield somewhere. I haven't found a snot gun yet, everything else I have.
Can't find that.
And that U damage is in a good spot compared to the hidey hole as well, because you can just grab it and then wreck everything.
Yeah.
No snot, yeah, I figured. Because I think I've already. It's not a super big map. Ooh, that's lava. Can you actually fall in that? I think you can. It's not very likely, but you can. That's kind of annoying that there's no snot in this map.
Yeah, it's
Next wave.
pretty
in
helpful for the bigger
10,
enemies, isn't it?
9,
Yeah, and like that
8,
big group of Scar. I hope someone made a clip of that.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, down here. Yeah, no adrenaline. I think a few health files, a lot of like health for below 100. So if we're almost dead, we should be fine. But like it's gonna be difficult to build up an actual like surplus.
And there's only one regular. Is that? I think it's a regular regular shield.
Yeah, there's a super shield there as well somewhere.
That's right.
So shield is fine. With health and adrenaline is gonna be tough. It's time.
Wow, they really lose their tracking when I'm underneath us. That's funny.
And we have U damage, so it's not the worst map as far as supplies go.
Plus, if we've got this we got this little hiding thing, then
Yeah, it should be fine.
that's what was hard about that last map we were on, is you couldn't get. It's like you were being chased. You just couldn't turn anywhere without being obliterated.
7,
You could retreat to the one place, I guess, if you had a
4,
beacon there. I don't know.
2, 1.
Yeah, I never even used that space.
I've used it twice, I believe. But it's like only for retreating. Like it's very useless beyond that. How was your food?
Oh, lovely.
Was
Was
it
they in
cold?
like? No, it's alright.
It's good.
Some chicken nuggets and some chips, some fries.
Crisps. Well, that would piss everyone off if you just got fries, crisps, and crisps, fries. Crisps, fries. Okay, that's difficult.
No, crisps are. No, what would they? Crisps are chips, and chips are fries.
I like to think that crisps are crisps, fries are fries, and chips go into your computer.
Adrenaline full.
Yeah, adrenaline.
Fried round.
It's time. We need to, yeah, I think we should just lure them to the U damage area if you can. Although it's like an upper floor area to it, which is a bit annoying.
I think it's a big upper floor. I would have linked you, but I got the ammo.
It's running anyway.
Next wave in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All that said, I'm at max health and shield.
For now.
Pranked by a crawl. Don't jump into that. Is that just glass?
Oh, I'm gonna sleep like a baby tonight.
Was that one of your taunts?
No. That was me saying that.
15 seconds. Eight, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
That ammo is such a pain in the dick.
Whoa. you got it.
Next wave in 10, 9,
I should
8,
just translocate her up here and then
5,
reset during
four,
it countdown.
three,
So we got
2,
this.
1.
8:35 plus 80 seconds is 9:55. Yeah, ammo is a bit scarce, isn't it? There's some. 10 seconds apparently. 2, 1, let's go.
Next wave in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You can get on like this box thing with the U damage as well, which is kind of cool.
Forgot my split again, I believe. This time I didn't even. Forgot that I forgot. Hello. It's so annoying when there's like a corpse in front of your gun that has already splattered into gips, but the corpse is still there, so you just keep shooting and it keeps spawning more blocks.
Yeah.
It's also super funny.
Oh god, really? Are we getting some desync or some shit?
Desync?
Yeah, because I'm like trying to hit this stupid flying thing and it just
Wow.
must have pumped about 5 rounds into it at point blank range and it just didn't.
I don't know when it is time, so just shoot.
Okay, minigun definitely has its uses
Next
here.
wave in 10, 9, 8, 7,
Good on splits
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
35 seconds. Okay, health isn't too much of an issue either, it seems.
No, that's alright. I think it's quite open, so
Yeah.
not getting hit that
And
much.
there's like 2 times 5 health files anyway, so it's not
True.
super scarce, and they're good in location. In a good location. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go.
Oh, people definitely starts building.
Next wave in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
In that case, I'm gonna use my adrenaline at the end of this wave to just speed, go fast. Because it's just sitting there, and I think we have a few waves until Warlord spawns, so might as well get
Yeah.
one use in. That said, I am out of shield and health. Not anymore. I don't actually know how to get to the shield. There's one. Fifteen seconds. Five, four, three, two, one. Let's go. Good.
Next wave in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, there it is.
It's actually quite a decent area here.
Yeah. 20 seconds. Nine, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
Next wave in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You okay?
Oh, yeah.
It must be the Chile coming back.
Oh. Ah, it's 'cause that map we were just on, asbestos. Definitely wasn't me drinking tea and it going down the wrong way. God, what a British thing to die of. Like it's on tea.
Adrenaline full.
Looks like it's 15 seconds.
Must be. Oh lordy.
10 seconds. Go.
Next wave in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, hello. Stairs. Die! Stupid head grab. I've shot like 10 shots at it.
I can hear him shooting, but I don't know where he is.
He's with me.
That's alright, you keep it.
Something, yeah.
Surprising, this map is actually just really chill.
Yeah. don't fucking do the approach tactic. Ugh! Damn. Actually, a bit worried for health now. Just conceal. You know what? 30 seconds. Fifteen seconds. 10.
No.
Hey.
I was going so well until they all spawned around me.
Don't have a shotgun.
Next wave in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6,
That was only wave 11.
5, 4, 3,
Oh, no.
2, 1.
Let's find more rare on level 12. It has a very cool atmosphere. Or cool,
Yeah.
hot atmosphere. Yeah, that too. This bit is a bit weird, like it's just kinda here. Ooh, hello. But then,
Okay,
like you
my
go up
favorite.
the elevator and you're just like in the central area then.
Yeah, this is my favourite place, right here.
Yeah,
Because they either come up the elevator right there, or they come around from U damage. So,
we can do some link on stuff, I guess. So we see how to get here easily. All right. And up there we have a minute and a half. Go this way or not? So it's like the curvy hallway, right? That you hang out. Minute.
yeah, basically meant to spend most of the time, apart from when these groups, these arseholes have started showing up. I've just been basically just using the sniper.
Yeah, you got sniper ammo too.
Yeah, they spawned.
15 seconds. Behind you?
Up above it.
I should be the one doing the shooting because I have the U damage, but alright.
Close enough.
Next wave in
I didn't realise you had it.
9,
I don't even know where it is anymore.
7,
To the other
6,
side, I think.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
This is what I was looking for. $50 seconds. $30. 20. 15. 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. I am dead.
Counting down to your death, will you?
Yeah. I realized my health was low. Yeah, I took that.
I took that before I died. Here's me ammo. I didn't even realise I didn't have it. That would have helped.
I'm behind you. Ooh, what's this? Oh. Ooh.
Yeah, I did say you can get up there. It's pretty nice. Okay, I'll be up here.
Oh, he's right there.
Wait, I thought, well, there was only supposed to be 3 of them.
Ah, they spawned. I died after they spawned. Just blast them, I guess, yeah. Just gonna... He's stuck where he just shot you from.
Some of that.
He's at the super shield. He's coming a direction. I don't know where you are. No, he turned around. His head is there. He is.
Next wave
Shot.
in 10, 9.
Killed him much sooner if I realised he was only on one shot now.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey. No, I have no idea where the flag cannon spawns.
It's downstairs where the small shield
Found it.
is. Found you. Oh, hi. See you here. The nice thing about the minigun I've noticed is it stuns the scars.
Oh.
So when you're firing at them, as long as you keep the fire up, they don't fire back at you.
Nice.
Their animation kind of gets stuck.
Primary or secondary fire?
Primary, I haven't tried secondary. Secondary would be better because less ammo. Oh no,
I didn't experience the. I think it only works. I'm already low on health. 21 seconds.
Oh boy, they don't be swan.
Seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. Not nice. Yes, 1.
Next wave in 10.
Hello, Mr.
9,
Post.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3,
Sorry.
2, 1.
Hello, you're not gonna chase me?
He was trying to chase me, but I'm in the
Saturday? That's good.
Oh, fuck off. Boy.
Adrenaline full.
Hello, you were spawning. Here's another retreat.
Guess it's time.
Not yet. 15 seconds. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
No. Wow. Yeah, I wouldn't go upstairs if I was you.
Alright. It's a lot of score, isn't it? Disco.
Yeah.
I was expecting like 2 score, but that was a lot.
God, he's doing that. They're doing that thing. You can hear him. Oh no. Oh.
Wave 15, man. That's a nasty one.
That got hard really fast. As soon as the the warlord started to swarm.
What do you wanna do?
Go to sleep.
Alright.
Yeah, nah, I'm done for the night.
Sounds good. Can't spectate. In that case, thank you for playing. And you have 2 videos to send me, or maybe 1 big video, I don't know.
What is it with old games and about F1 online?
Alright. Well, we did 2 maps, so that was a productive evening. Thank you guys in my Twitch chat for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.
Bye bye.